Hi, this is the first video that we are doing today, and I'm going to start with something really simple and really short. I went to TJ Maxx yesterday and I brought this really cute pen and pencil set, and if you can see it, it has a cute little cat and fish, and I thought to myself, these would be way more cute if I could actually monogram the cat, because people love to take other people's pens and pencils. That's just everywhere you go. So I'm going to show you not only how to monogram and personalize your pens or pencils, but I'm also going to show you, that did not want to come out, I'm also going to show you the proper way to measure. And that sounds like an odd thing to show people, but I'll give you a couple examples why that's important. This has glue all over the side. I'll have to get that off later. Okay, so whenever you have a design this teeny, and this is very teeny, you want to take your ruler, and this design itself is about a ½ inch. So that's a pretty simple measurement. And most people think that because it's a ½ inch, you want to use a ½ inch monogram. You don't, because it would not fit, because it would take up the whole thing. So normally the best way to look at it is to almost cut it in half. And when I say almost cut it in half, I do mean that, because you want it to be able to fit on there, but you want to be able to see it. That's also why you have to be careful when you choose your colors. So for this, we're actually going to use this bronze gold color, and I did two different monograms. I did the small one that's actually going to go on the pen, and then I did a larger one because I figured you wouldn't be able to see the smaller one. Now, the end monogram that's actually going to go on the pen is even less than a ½ inch. Yeah, it's almost half of it half. So it's pretty small, which means that with this particular one, we are going to be using my Cricut Bright Pad that my sister Tanya gave me. And the reason for that is because whenever you have such a tiny bit of space to work, you definitely want to be able to see when you're weeding the vinyl. Now, weeding the vinyl means that you're basically just taking the stuff that you don't want to stick on away. Super easy. I use a Cricut tool. I use the hook. I have a lot of Cricut tools. I got a couple of gift sets for Christmas. I like the hook better because you can get up under the vinyl, but a lot of people like different tools. Like there is Silhouette makes their own tools. Those are pretty good. There's also Easy Weeding Wooden Pick. 651 Vinyl sells a pen that is actually really cute, and I have thought about ordering it, that you actually use to weed your vinyl as well. It's more like a safety pin type style. Okay, so what we're going to do, that is super bright, so we're going to tone that down a little bit. I'm going to rearrange my camera so that you can actually see the Cricut pad, and then I'm going to show how we put it on here, and just give me a second to rearrange my camera. Okay, so it is super bright, and I apologize for that ahead of time. So, because like I said, this one, I hope you can see that, is not quite as small. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do that one first because I want you to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. Now, whenever you do small chains, keychains, necklaces, shoes, they're very small. So you want to make sure that you use a fatter font. A lot of people like the Vine font for everything. This is not really great for Vine font because it's so small, and when you go to weed it, it's actually going to take a really long time to weed it. So I prefer not to use Vine font for that. I prefer to use a fatter font like this circle font. And you see how easy that just pulled apart? I didn't even have to weed that one. And the reason why is because it is a circle font, and because I'm also using Eureka 651 vinyl, which is basically a high-class vinyl, if you want to think about it that way. It's my preferred vinyl if I ever get a choice. I've tried a lot of other ones, but I just kind of like this one. It just makes my life easier. And you will randomly see my cat running in and out of this camera because she's had her food and she's really excited now. Alright, now you see where this one's smaller and it's actually acting up a little bit, but it didn't act up that much. So, alright, if you look, see where that M is right there? I don't think it quite took that whole space out. Alright. Alright. Now, this is your transfer tape. This is a paper-like transfer tape. I prefer it. And the reason why I prefer it is it's just a lot easier to manage. Now, you can get clear transfer tape. You can get Cricut transfer tape, Silhouette transfer tape. There are tons of different transfer tapes. I ordered this one from Amazon, and I really, really like it. Now, I'm doing this with my finger first because this is a very, very, very small font. Then I'm going to go back over it with my little squeegee tool. There are also a lot of squeegee tools, but I have a Cricut one because it did come with my Cricut. And I haven't had a problem with it, so I've just continued to use it. Now, with most things, you will want to use alcohol to clean it off, and that's to make sure you don't have any dust, you don't have any lint, pet dander, any particles that could really mess up your design. See, that came off super easy off that paper transfer. This one I didn't have to do that with because of what it's made out of. Alright, now the problem for me is always centering it. And the reason why is because I'm really klutzy and I have like the shakes in my hands due to seizures. So that's why I have to have help. So let's see. The G is right there, and we're going to want to put it in the center of the cat. You can always move this if necessary. So that's why I'm not in deep concern about it. Also, this is a personal pen. I'm just making sure nobody can steal it from me. Because it reminded me of my cat, and I thought that was cute. Alright, now I am rubbing it with my finger. Normally you would want to use a squeegee. But I'm using my finger to start with. Because it gets the air bubbles out. And this is such a tiny, tiny, tiny thing. So, ta-da! And that is stuck on there. And this is permanent vinyl. So hopefully you can see how good that turned out. And now I have a personalized pen. It matches, it's super colorful, and it has a cute little cat on it. So, my next video hopefully will also include my embroidery machine and my heat press. Right now I'm having to film in the dining room because we haven't got a desk built that's able to hold my embroidery machine, so I will have to film in the dining room. But other than that, if you like the content that you saw, please like and subscribe and hit the little bell icon, and it'll let you know when I have new videos posted. And I'll try to post them at least 2 a week to start with. We'll see. But other than that, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll respond to you, and you have a good day.